Is my wife okay? Yes. Do not worry, Sydney is okay. I ended last stream yesterday a little bit earlier than what I thought I was going to do. Not for any major reasons. Sydney could not feel her finger, and after going upstairs, she couldn't feel it for 3 days. So I was like, okay, I am going to be a better person than my parents, all right? Anyone who grows up in an Asian household, you know that going to the doctor is the hardest fucking thing to convince your parents to do. They want you to be a doctor, but actually convincing them to go to the doctor is the hardest thing to do. So I have always thought to myself, I'm going to learn from my parents' mistakes. I'm not going to be like that. So we just took her to the clinic just to get it checked out, just in case. Even though, you know, it was probably nothing, which in a sense it wasn't anything major, but I wanted to take her to the doctor just in case, so I could say that I've learned from my parents and I actually go see the doctor when there's something that could be serious or might just be something that's a small little nagging thing. Turns out, with zero irony, she's been gaming too hard. That's the conclusion we came up to. This is going to sound like the most boring little injury that I've ever heard in my life, but basically she had a trapped nerve around about here, which we gotta just work to massage out and let her muscles relax and stuff like that. So she had a trapped nerve round about this area, which meant that her little finger, she couldn't really feel it a lot. And then I was asking her why that would be, and she told me that she got addicted to a game recently, and she spent 10 hours just putting pressure on that point. So she was like, oh, I didn't know that could happen. What game? Next time a certain streamer goes live, you should ask the streamer what her grandma has been playing, because she has been very addicted to a certain game. I don't even know the name of the game. Let's just say it is a game that you should be above a certain age to play. That's all I understand about it. And she got addicted to it. I saw her desk setup, and guys, it was not ergonomically set up, okay? Her desk was super high, so she had pressure.
What do you mean? Injury due to too much sounds so metal-based.
Yeah, she had a desk too high, which meant she was just putting pressure on her arms in a certain point for way too long, because she was sitting there for 10, 12 hours. This sounds like the most boring injury I've ever heard in my life. Boys, ergonomics is a thing. If you work at the desk for long hours, set it up correctly. Guys, trust me, when you get to around 30s, your body can't handle that shit anymore. You can't game like that without any consequences, all right? I'm going to sound like an adult for a bit, man. You're going to get neck problems. You're going to get wrist problems. Apparently, you get trapped nerves. Yeah, look out for that shit, man. Look out for that shit.
Honestly, I literally started freaking out. I'm so I just went I did not know that this was I did not know this was so stupidly common. I've literally been into a video game for this past week, and I was just leaning on my elbow for hours and hours and hours. And then I'm just huh. That's bullshit. I bet it's because we're getting older, but it's also our body. I don't know. It's pissing me off. What game? It's my time at Sandrock. It's one of those ones where you get sucked in and you're oh shit, how many hours went by?